All right, welcome back. And what's Matt cooking today? We're trying something different. I got a 3.5 pound chuck roast from Costco. I'm gonna try sous videing it. This is gonna be a really long cook, something I haven't ever done. It's gonna cook for 30 hours. So tonight I'm gonna prep it and get it ready in the vacuum bag, and we'll put it in the morning. So all I'm gonna do is coat it with salt, pepper, and garlic. Put it in the bag. Then we'll add some chopped garlic, and then I've got thyme, oregano, and rosemary from my garden. So we'll put all that in there, we'll seal it up, and then tomorrow we'll start the cook. We're gonna cook it at 135 for, like I said, 30 hours. So let's get it seasoned up. All right, now let's put it in the bag. Throw these in here. Throw in some garlic. And then we'll season it up or seal it up, and I'll see you in the morning. All right, it's time to put the chuck roast into the sous vide. So basically what the sous vide is, it's immersion in water. You're cooking it at a certain temp. It's a foolproof way to get your proteins to turn out the exact doneness you like. To do that, you choose a temp. So I was going to go 135, but I've decided I'm going to bump it up a little bit. I'm going to go to 138. We're still going to cook it for 30 hours. When you're using sous vide, one thing, the temp is what determines your level of doneness. The time is going to determine how tender it is. So on a small steak, you're going to cook it for about 2 hours. Whereas a big chunky chuck roast, you're going to want to cook a lot longer. If you're doing like a brisket or something, I've seen people cook like upwards of 60 hours. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just throw a brisket on the smoker, but we're definitely going to give this a try. So here we go. When you put it in, you want to make sure it's completely covered, so there's water all around it and that it doesn't float. If it floats, put a weight on it. Put a pair of heavy scissors, or, if you have a little tiny dumbbell, put that on it, because you don't want it floating. You want the water to be circulating all around it. So basically, I'm going to put this cover on here and just let it go. Make sure you keep it out of the way of where you're going to be cooking. I got to make dinner tonight, so I'm going to put this off to the corner. You could do it in the garage, in a bedroom, anywhere. Make sure if you're putting it on your counter, put a cutting board or something underneath, because the water is going to be hot and you don't want to hurt your countertop or whatnot. Make sure you're doing, especially on a long cook like this, I'm going to keep checking the water, make sure it doesn't evaporate, but that's why I got the lid on it, so that way hopefully the water stays in there and I won't have to fill it up. But other than that, I'll check back in with you guys in about 30 hours, and then we'll do the sear. Hopefully the weather cooperates with us tomorrow night and we can use the fire or the flamethrower. But if not, we'll do a cast iron sear, or maybe on the green egg. But we'll see you soon. Okay, the long cook is finally over. I ended up actually letting it go 32 hours because I didn't want to have dinner at 4. Didn't plan that one out very well. But let's take it out of here. Really juicy. Dry it off. Alright, so one thing I want to do is, I don't want to just get rid of this juice. So I'm going to put it in here and we'll make a gravy with it. It's going to make a really good gravy. Alright, so let's get it out of the bag. Take a look. We still gotta sear it after this, so this isn't gonna look very pretty. One thing I gotta do is get it really dry. I'm gonna pat it dry so we can get a nice sear on it. Really tender, fall apart almost. So I just want to pat it dry and get it nice and dry. Get all the leaves off of it from the herbs. Alright, now I'm just going to re-season it a little bit and then we'll go sear it on the grill. Alright, we're going to put it on for the sear. I'm going to do 2 minutes aside and then we'll take it home or take it inside and slice it up.
Go.
Alright, we're on. We already turned it once, so we've got 2 minutes or 1 minute aside here, and a really nice char on it. We'll take it in and let it rest for 10 minutes, and then we'll slice it up. Alright, we had it rested for 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and slice into it, see how it's going. We got sweet peas I'm frying up real quick. We got the gravy, and then we got mashed or baked potatoes in the oven. But let's see how this looks. Looks pretty good. It's a little more medium well than I was thinking, but it's gonna be good.